Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up the room real quick and then we can get started. So let's see. Today is June 10th. Set up here. Cool. Let me just copy this over and then I'll get this link and I'll send it out to you guys real quick. Let me just get this all set up right here. It's good. All right, everything looks solid. Let me get this link out to you guys for the premium members. The Zoom link out to you guys here. It's weird. All right, so it looks like YouTube is having issues right now with weird with going live. Here, let me just send this out to the rest of the group over here. All right, so all right, so YouTube's having issues right now, but I do have the Zoom link out for you guys right there. So let me just try to fix this fight. All right, cool. So people are coming in on the Zoom right now, but the YouTube is having issues. So I'm trying to fix the YouTube right now. Just give me 1 second, guys, for the people who aren't in the premium. But I think majority of you guys are, so it's not really a big deal. All right, we got about 6 minutes till market opens. I think the YouTube is fine now. Okay, cool. So it looks like the YouTube is fine. I was just having a little bit of some lag trying to get everything started over here. Let me send up the Zoom link or the YouTube link actually. It should be good. All right, there we go. All right, perfect. That's you guys here. All right, I think we're good to go. So let me see, it's 6:25 right now. We have 5 minutes till market open. I'll take a look at US 30. It's obviously bullish right now. We'll see what else we have to look at right here as we continue on. Let's get this going over here. All right, cool. Morning, Peter. Morning, Chai. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Gactive. Morning, A. Morning, everybody. Morning, Miles. Morning, Giselle. Morning, Goldie. Morning, Kenton. Hey, guys. So looking at US 30 over here, it's pretty bullish. Looking on the 10-minute, it's bullish because price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. Looking on the 3-minute, same situation. Price is above the pivots, trend meter is green. And lastly, looking on the 1-minute, price is above the pivots and the trend meter is green. So the technicals here are very strong, bullish. Let's see, it's still got a long way until it reaches the all-time high. So we have a lot of time from now until then. The next thing we'll be looking for are the fundamentals. So the fundamentals right here are unchanged because the market is currently closed. It's in pre-market right now. Market opens in about 4 minutes. So once that happens, If this opens bullish, then we'll take the buy. Futures data shows that Dow 30 is up 137 points or 144 points, still pushing up. So it looks like the fundamentals are going to follow for a bullish move. So we'll be looking out for that. But yeah, overall, everything looks like it's going to, be pushing up. Hey, morning, Slava. How's it going, bro? Morning, Joseph. Morning, Nick. Morning, everybody. Kenny said, hey, Shawn, I'm from the US, not England. Yeah, no, not the UK. Yeah, because some of you guys here are located in different areas. There's a couple of you guys here who we have another Kenny, actually, Kenny that's located from the UK. We have another Kenny that's located here in the US. So we do have a lot of people here who are located in other areas. It's morning for us here in the US. In the UK, I think it's getting near lunch or afternoon for you guys. And for you guys over there in Australia, it's I think it's like late night for you guys over there. Nick said, bro, I can't figure out how to change the settings on the trend meter. So just click on the drop down menu right here, Nick. And then on the bottom right here on the K² trend meter, click on the settings button, and that's how you can change it from there. So that should be good for you right there. Morning, Lamar. Morning, Goldie. Goldie said probably a big push down before a big push up. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm anticipating too, Goldie. And Goldie said it's 14:30 there in the UK. So it's about 2 p.m. over there right now. So yeah, you guys are midday. Basically opposite schedule of us, or not exactly opposite. I think Australia is opposite, but yeah, you guys are in the afternoon over there. Hey, Steven, how's it going, bro? Morning. Nice. We got Kenny from Kentucky. And we got Kennys from everywhere. We have like 4 Kennys in the group. One's from the UK, one's from, I think, New Jersey. And then we got one from Kentucky here. And then I think another one from Australia. Nice. So yeah, guys, good morning. Market's about to open in about 47 seconds. We have some time here. Morning, Tommy. Technical show bullish, like I mentioned here, 10 minutes bullish, 3 minutes bullish, 1 minute's bullish. Like Goldie was mentioning, it's probably going to drop down quite a bit before it shoots up. So we're probably going to be very careful about entering this trade on open. But we still have to make sure that the fundamental analysis lines up with our technical analysis, meaning that it has a bullish bias as well before we take a trade. We have 17 seconds till market open. And then we got, I saw your message, Miles. Miles said, tell everyone what time it is. It's time to go full TP instead of full retard. Okay, so market's opening right here. There's the first candle. So the first candle is bullish right there. Looks really nice. We just need to confirm that the fundamental side lines up with it. So let me pull this up over here. You can see it's unchanged. When I refresh it, it's going to be moving. So there we go. It's starting to move. Very bullish. Very, very bullish, actually. So looking at this over here, the daily bias is clearly straight bullish. So yeah, this thing's shooting up pretty heavy. This is going to be a risky trade, guys, because it's been pushing up all morning. So just keep in mind if you're taking this trade, I would recommend maybe using a smaller lot size or wait for a confirmation for entering the trade, for a stronger confirmation, because this might pull back a bit. So you guys want to keep that in mind. We're going to use a mental stop loss, but our real stop loss is probably going to be down here. So just keep that in mind. It's about to close in 9 seconds. If you guys want to enter this for a buy, you guys can. But like I mentioned, it may be a bit risky because it might pull back. All right, so there's an entry right there. And there's a pullback like we mentioned. So there's a pullback I just mentioned, right? It might pull back a little bit. So I'm going to wait until entering. If it swings back up, then yeah, I'll hop back into it, or I'll hop into it. So I'm not going to enter just yet. Wait a little bit. But that is an entry. If you guys are ready to enter, you guys can enter. I'm probably going to let it push up a bit before I enter the trade. All right, so let's see. So our half TP is going to be somewhere around here. This area, this is going to be TP1, and this is going to be full TP right here. So what we're looking at this point is so this is what I'm looking at. If price comes up to this point over here, and then say it pulls back slightly, or for whatever reason it pulls back, right? If it pulls back for whatever reason, then I will be then I'll probably close it out in profit, and then I'll probably hop back in as it swings back higher. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Yeah, it's doing exactly what we thought it would happen. You know, it's just going to retrace down a little bit because this is, you know, it's just how the market's moving right now. So just looking at that there. Super volatile. I'm just watching on my screen over here on my second screen, just looking at how it's moving, because the because it's made a big push up during London session. So it, you know, it's a little bit risky to be holding on to it, but you know, it's going to pull back and go forward and bounce all over the place. So just keep that in mind. So if you guys are taking it, you know, just be a little cognizant as like how it'll be moving. But eventually, you know, I think it's going to swing up because the fundamental bias and the, there we go. Swings up right there. Just watching as it goes higher. Just watching as it goes. Just watching it. Let's see. Mouse just died. Yeah, this thing's super volatile right now. All right, there we go. Push up higher. I'm up 3,000 right now, 4,000, 5,000. Oh, there we go. It hit, we're way past it. So if it pulls back at all, I'm going to close out and I'll probably just re-enter. Oh, fuck, I accidentally closed it out. So, oh, there's the horn. So I accidentally closed out above here. I locked in about 6,000 in profit. So I'm not complaining about it, but I hate when that happens. My freaking my mouse right here, guys, it turned off on me. So I was clicking because I was trying to turn it back on. And then as I clicked, it closed my trade out. I mean, I made profit off it, so I'm not really not really complaining about it. But man, freaking I hate when that happens. I don't know if you guys heard me in the background. I was trying to click. I was like clicking so hard trying to get like to turn on the thing. And then I accidentally clicked out of my position, but it's fine. It's probably gonna hit full TP. So there we go. Full TP for that breakout entry right there. That was like damn it. That's whatever. I'm not too mad about that. Let me just take a screenshot of my trades here. So I'm just going to show you the trades from this morning because I did take some trades last night, and I just want to show you guys what we took this morning because, you know, a lot of people, they want to troll and be like, oh, well, you didn't take those right now. Like, why are you showing those? So I'm just showing you guys the profits from this morning. And just take a screenshot of that. But yeah, full TP off that, guys. So congrats to whoever took that trade with me. My stupid mouse freaking died on me. So I couldn't hold it till full TP, which is fine. It happens. So I got that right there. And then I'll all right, cool. All right, so I'll send you guys my profits in the group, but obviously, you know, damn, I should have held on to it longer, but it's all good. I mean, it happens where it's so weird that my freaking mouse decided to die on me at like the worst time possible, but I'll show you guys my profits. I still made a lot of profits. I'm not really complaining about it too much, but I probably could have made double this. All right, so here are my profits from this morning. I did take a couple other trades on my own. So here I am. There's one account and there's the other account. So I'm not really, whatever, it happens. Nice. Hamidi said they're earning from last night. They're up 6K right now. Nice. Paul took the NASDAQ buy. Made 1K each for each. So let me just get a screenshot of this real quick, and I'll just give you guys the update for the breakout entry. Man, I hate it. I hate how that happens where like at the worst possible time, there's always an issue with my mouse or my computer, something freezes up, or I don't know, like something always happens when at like the worst possible time where we're like in massive profit. Kicking off the trading day, right? Yeah, so if you guys have profits, go ahead and send them over, and then I will add them to the list for today's profits. But yeah, these are mine for today if you guys are wondering what we all locked in. So there's my account, both of my accounts, because I have two accounts. So that's the total right there. Steven over here, he made about 1,000 off that trade. Congrats, Steven. Patricia, she locked in 2,522 for the day. Congrats, Patricia. Paul over here, he took the NASDAQ and he took the US 30. He locked in 1,845, nearly 2,000 for the morning. So nice work, Paul. Angela over here locked in 616. Nice. So yeah, you guys did pretty good this morning. Looks like everyone pretty much killed it. Did pretty great. Yeah, if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free. But yeah, I will definitely follow through and see, what else is going on from this point here. But yeah, you guys did pretty good this morning. Patricia took another one. So Patricia, I think this is her other account. She made about 5,333. So nice work, Patricia, off that. Yeah, Patricia sent me, she has multiple accounts, I believe. Or no, this is the same account. She just locked in more profit. So she went from 2,522 in profit for the day up to 5,333. So nice work, Patricia. Stephen, I'll answer your questions later. We're still trading live right now. So I do see your questions, but I'll take a look at them a little later because your questions are a little long. Jason over here, he locked in 6,000 off that trade. Wow. That's crazy, Jason. So Jason had 198, a couple losses here, small losses, huge win right here, 6,126, and then a small loss right there, but he covered it on that next trade. So great work, Jason, on those profits right there. Let me see if there's anything else over here as well. Josh made about 1,300 today. Nice. Yeah. So Jason said he was holding it from last night. So he's holding it for a while, locked in a ton of profit off that. Miles over here, Miles sent me his profit. He made about, nice work, Miles. So Miles made 1,143 off his first post right there. Second post, 1,222. So you guys did pretty good. Looks like everyone locked in like nearly at least 1,000 off that breakout entry with us right there. Yeah, Karen mentioned seems every Thursday we go straight to TP, little no drawdown. Yeah, that's why I like Thursday. Karen, I think Thursday is probably one of our better days for us to take these scalps. But anyways, we're done with this trade right here. That's already hit full TP. We'll move on to the next one. There's nothing here on the 10-minute. There's nothing here on the 3-minute. I'll turn on my alerts right there so we can follow along, but there's no entries available right now. For this 1 minute, we want to see our retracement down, and then we'll catch it as it swings back up. Same with the 3-minute over here. We'll look for a retracement down, and then we'll catch it as it swings back up. Let's check out the news real quick to see if there's anything that we're missing for today. There's actually a lot of news this morning. Well, not really anything horrible, but we do have the 10-year bond auction, sorry, at 10 a.m. So everything happens around 10. So it looks like we'll be on the session for maybe another hour and a half to catch some scalps. and then we'll probably be calling it a day if there's not very many entries that are available. So looking over here, obviously it's very bullish. That 1 minute signal is perfect. That's what we need, opposite signal. Looking on the fundamental side over here, the futures data is up 200 points. The entire Dow index is completely green. So it's obviously going to be super bullish today, right? And we might hit an all-time high actually today, or not hit the all-time high or get close to it because it's so bullish. So there's no reason for it to come down. So yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of upset that my freaking, trade closed out early on me. If you guys were in the session earlier, my mouse died, or it just turned off on me while we were watching the breakout entry. So I actually closed out like way before Steven said it's hard to be on Zoom and Uber at the same time. Steven, just focus on Uber, bro. You shouldn't be focusing on trading if you're driving anyways. I don't want you to get into a car accident. So Steven, if you're Ubering, then, just focus on Ubering. You can watch this session later and you can get your answers questioned another time. But yeah, Steven, don't Uber and drive. I mean, don't trade in Uber and try to be on Zoom at the same time. Yeah, Emmanuel said, bro, please no trading while driving. Exactly. Yeah, Emmanuel just got into a car accident, unfortunately, but he's good. So thankfully he didn't get heavily injured. So yeah, Steven, if you're driving Uber, don't trade and don't focus on the Zoom, bro. Just focus on your driving. Anyways, I locked in 5,000 off this, off my trade here, off the breakout entry, but I closed out like around halfway over here because my mouse died on me. I was trying to click to turn on the mouse. I accidentally clicked the X button on MC4, so it closed me out of the trade. But it's not bad. I mean, it still made 5,000 off that trade. I could have made it like close to 10,000 if I held on to it, but it's it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. It's just, I'm just a little salty about not making that full TP when it was so easy. It went straight to TP. Just looking at the screenshot over here, there's like literally no drawdown. Just initially we anticipated a small drawdown and then it shot all the way up. So yeah, I mean, great profits among everyone here. If you guys have any other profits you guys want to share, feel free. And let's see what else we got over here. All right. So yeah, it looks like we're good over here for the most part. Even said the signals are too good to stop driving. It's like going without a stop loss or TP, right? Yeah, no, definitely. Here, I'll just scroll up to the YouTube over here. JC said, this is a gamble. What a joke. I mean, what's a gamble, JC? I mean, are you talking about the trade? Or are you talking about the market? I mean, I don't even know what you're referring to, JC. Because, I mean, if this is a gamble, I guess we've been gambling for the past 3 years and been winning, right? So I guess I'm just really lucky. I don't know. Some people are just really dumb, right? Like, oh, this is a gamble. All right, I guess we've been lucky for the past 3 years. We're using the same strategy for the past 3 years, and it's a gamble, right? So, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to respond to that. Yeah. I don't know. The JC is just, I mean, the people like that are just trolls. They come in, they think they know everything. They're like, oh yeah, this is a gamble. Then all right, I guess if that's what you think. But yeah, I mean, we've been doing this every day for the past year. I've been trading live for the past like 3 years now. So if you want to go back and watch every live session, you can go see if it's a gamble or not. All right, let's see. Yeah, right, Kyle. Yeah. You always said put him in the bathroom with mush. Yeah, no, exactly. I don't understand why JC still comes in this room. This dude's in this room every day. He's like probably the only one that's disliking the video, because there's always like one person that's disliking the live streams, and it's probably that same guy, JC. That dude's dumb. He's probably over there complaining, but we're over here profiting. That's probably why he's mad, because looking at everyone's profits over here, I guess this is a gamble, right? We have profits every single day, but I guess it's a gamble. Yeah. It's all good. Yeah. So anyways, we're looking for some trades here. We have the retracement right here on the 1 minute. We're looking for a swing up over here, which, obviously hasn't happened yet. But once we get that swing up, then we can take the trade. Nothing here off of the 3 minute yet. So our main focus right now is going to be the 1 minute for a swing back up. So if we get a swing back up, we can take a little scalp from this area over here. But yeah, guys, like I mentioned, trading is not for everyone. Like there's literally, trading is not for everyone. So, I mean, if you think this is a gamble, or if you think trading in general is not real, then trading is just not for you. Obviously, people here are profiting every day. We're applying the same strategy every day. So, I don't know. Honestly, I'm at loss of words. I don't even know what to say to that, because some people are they just don't get it. Yeah, Vigo said there's some pretty consistent winning gamblers here then. Yeah, no, exactly. Peter said, it looks like we need to move K2 to Vegas. Yeah, but I mean, in general, guys, so trading is sort of like gambling, but just the way that some people refer to it as, we're gambling, but we're gambling with an edge. We have an edge in the market. So that's why, we're consistent with our wins here. But yeah, I'm not trying to get distracted. Like CT mentioned, don't get distracted. We're focused here on the trading. So we had a good laugh off that. And then, yeah, I mean, some people are just really dumb, right? Low IQ. So it's all good. So let's continue on with this over here, and then we'll see if there's any other entries as we continue on. Yeah, Slava, exactly. Yeah, no, Miles said some people have nothing better to do than hate on others. SMH. Yeah, no, for sure. All right, let's see. We're waiting for this buy signal over here. Once we get the buy signal, we can take a buy off this. The fundamentals here are still showing a pretty strong bullish move. So looking at this here, everything is green. So there's no reason for it to come down at all. It's just, right. So S&P looks like S&P broke the all-time high. S&P rises to new record, shaking off inflation fears. So S&P's up. Dow 30's up. Looks like all the indexes are up right now. If I refresh this over here. Yeah, Dow Jones is up, S&P's up, NASDAQ's up, Russell 2K's up. The only thing that's down is the VIX, but we're not really focused on the VIX. Yeah, Peter, it kind of died down a bit. Looking at this over here, we're on the 1 minute right now. It's not really moving at all. So it just died down. It had that bullish move, and then now it's dead. What's up, T-Guy? How's it going, bro? Miles said that troll is the exact reason why I said go full TP instead of full return. Yeah, no, exactly, Miles. Yeah, no, it's all good. We always have trolls in the room, so I don't bother with them at all. It's like, what's the point? Trolls will be trolls. We'll keep taking L's. Doesn't make a difference for us here. You're gonna keep winning regardless. But yeah, anyways, looking at this over here, we have a pending buy signal right there. We're just waiting for it to close. It hasn't closed yet. We have 20 seconds left on this candle. And then once that closes, we can see if we can take this buy here for a possible scalp. But just looking at the market right now, market kind of died down a bit. Had that big bullish move, retracement down. And then now right here, it's just pretty slow. So no signal right there. We're going to wait for this one over here to close. But there's nothing else available. 3 minute, there's no trade available there. 10 minute, there's nothing here as well. See if I can find something over here as we wait for another entry. So looks like that's it for now. So we're just waiting for this to play out over here. While we're waiting for that, I'm going to go ahead and just send this link out to everyone else who's not currently in the room right now. Yeah, exactly. When the market slows down like this, it's just charging up for a breakout. Or volatility could just be dead. It looks like a lot, like maybe some people just held out because I think there was some news coming up in a little bit. I'll have to check that out. Nice. Paul made another 1K on gold for a buy. Ivan as well. So if you guys are familiar with Ivan's strategy, I'll just go over to gold real quick. Ivan, he applies this gold strategy that I mentioned yesterday. If you guys want to watch it, go back and rewatch it in the live session from yesterday. But basically right here, Ivan took a buy here at 6:30 when market opened. Yeah, he took it exactly on open right here. So Ivan took this buy right here and he hit his full TP right there for 500 pips. Nice work, Ivan. So if you guys sat in on the session yesterday, we did cover this. Looking over here, yeah, Ivan gave me the breakdown. So Ivan has a whole chart over here. He has about a 80% win rate for the shorter time frames, which is pretty good. I see. I think Ivan messaged me directly as well. Shonda over here. Shonda locked in about 1,000 on her account. Nice work, Shonda. So if you guys have more profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free to send them over. Javier sent this gambling GIF. He said he's basically moving all his chips to like one thing. Let's see if there's anything else over here real quick as we continue on. Let's see. Yeah, so Paul over here, he's up about 186 off gold. So his TP's over the consolidation, and then his other trades over here, he's up well over 1,000. Or his gold trade actually went from $200 to well over 1,000 in profit. So nice work, Paul. I just saw your post right there. Slava over here. Let's see. Slava is up 3,483 euros for the day. So nice work, Slava. He's done with that. Nice. Now, Slava said nothing better than gamble for a living and playing Warzone. So he's done with trading for today. He's now playing Warzone over there. I got to play with you one day, Slava. I don't really play Warzone though. I play the Cold War. Nice. So Ivan over here just sent me his stuff, his trades. It's a Unisted new scalp on the 1 minute. So let me pull up the 1 minute over here. Okay, sorry guys, I missed this trade right here, but there is an active scalp running right there off of so if you guys want to take it, I mean it's at about entry point right now, so it's not super far off. But yeah, the 1 minute scalp is running right there if you guys want to take it. Just keep in mind that we're going to be using a mental stop loss because of, obviously how the market's moving. So this is going to be the 1 minute scalp. So our stop loss is going to be placed right here, but I have a mental stop loss. Like technically this is supposed to be the stop loss, but my mental stop loss runs down to here. I mean, I'm just gonna mark this up so you guys can see where all my mental stop losses are, somewhat placed because obviously, I anticipate price to go up. All like pretty much all of the biases are bullish, technical and fundamental. So I think it's gonna swing up. So all these lines right here are all of my mental stop losses. Like, because what might happen is, so this is what might happen. Price might come down like slightly below it. It might just wick off it and then come all the way up. Same situation right here. It can come down to here. A wick will hit it and then it'll just bounce all the way up, right? The reason why I'm, convinced that it's going to go up is because looking at the fundamentals over here, I mean, everything is pretty green, right? Like literally everything's green. Like there's only 2 stocks that are red and they're barely red. They're like on the brink of being green. And you can see right here, the bias is super strong for a bullish bias right here. So looking at that right there, that's why I just have a mental stop loss. Like for example, right here, if price reaches this point, I'm going to hold on to it because I think it's going to bounce back up. But if it reaches somewhere down here, then yeah, I'm probably like, okay, maybe I should probably just pull out and then look for another entry later. So if you guys have been following the, the sessions for, I don't know, the past, I can't even remember how long I've been trading live with you guys for about 3 years now. So if you guys have been sitting in on any of my sessions, we started doing this mental stop loss thing like about last year when the market started to move a little funny. And it usually plays out in our favor. So That's why I'm okay with it. This is my max risk. If I go down to this area down here, then yeah, I got to pull out of my trades because if you're trading on FTMO, you already know what your max daily loss is. So I already have an idea where my max daily loss is. And if I get to that point, then yeah, I'm going to pull out. But I have that much risk for the day because we rarely lose. Like, we lose like maybe 1 or 3 times a month. So like, I'm willing to take that max daily, like get close to the max daily loss in order for me to, keep racking up profits along the way. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, like I mentioned, this is going to be like the first mental stop loss. If it passes here, it's fine because it'll probably swing back up. But if it reaches somewhere down here, then yeah, I'll probably pull out and I'll probably just look for a better entry later. But I have this much risk. Like, this is how much risk I have. Well, I have past this because we made profit already. So I can lose, like, I can literally go all the way down here to lose all my profits for the day and then reach my max daily loss. If I reach up to this point over here, then I'm just going to basically be throwing away my profits for the day. If I get down to this area, I just pretty much wipe out my profits for the day. And that's the reason why I trade this way, right? Because we have different ways of doing things. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are curious and if you guys are wondering why we use a mental stop loss or how we calculate risk in situations like this, because this is just how the market's been moving lately. A lot of manipulation, a lot of just like unusual movements. And this is why I recommended that you guys use smaller lot sizes today, because it's just how the market moves, right? When the market's moving weird, you should use less risk. When the market's moving smooth, you can use full risk. It's just really up to how you guys want to manage your trades. But that's my advice. If you guys are trying to trade risky, but trade within your bounds of risk. So just keep that in mind. So as you can see right here, price is starting to shift back up. This is what normally happens. It's just how the market's moving. So looking at the index over here, it's still pretty green, right? So that's why, from my perspective, I think it's going to come back up eventually. It's just the market's moving this way because it's pushed up too high. So it's about due for retracement. But if you guys want to continue holding it, feel free. Just make sure that you guys understand your risk, right? For me, I understand my risk. That's why I can do this. But you guys got to make sure that you guys are using proper lot sizes. You guys are within your bounds for your daily loss. If you're doing FTMO or even with your own personal account, make sure that you're within a 5% risk. That should be your max risk for an entire day. All right, still watching over here, looking over here. It's still pretty bullish. I'm just following the index here to make sure that the fundamental analysis is perfectly fine, which it is. It's still pretty bullish here. So it's going to have to swing back up eventually with time. All right, so let's see what we got over here. Albert's asking, why does it short if fundamentals show otherwise? Yeah, just like what Kirsten mentioned, it's just manipulation or news. There's no news right now. I don't think so. Let me see. Yeah, there's no news right now. 7 o'clock. So generally, it's just market manipulation, right? There's just too many people on the buy side, so they're trying to spike it down to stop people out. But then eventually, it's just going to swing all the way back up. Because right here, you can see that there's 58% of retail traders who are short. They're trying to catch the high, right? They think it's going to reach to a high and then it's going to come down. So a lot of people are trying to short the market, but generally what happens is the market moves opposite of retail traders. So we usually don't follow this right here. If there's more retail traders on the short side, we usually do the opposite. Vice versa. If they're on the long side, we take the short side. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are wondering, looking over at this again, you can see how it's shifting back up, right? It's doing exactly what you mentioned. This is why I use a mental stop loss, because if you had a stop loss right there, you would have gone stopped out. But here you go, it's swinging back up to entry as we speak. It's a game, guys. It's a game of manipulation. It's a game of manipulation. It's a game of trade psychology. If you guys don't have the proper trade psychology, you probably would have gone scared and pulled out of the trade. But we've seen this pattern play out almost every day. This is like normal. So for us, there just isn't. It's nothing new to us, right? We've seen this already before. It happens all the time. So there you go. It shoots back up into profit. And then as it swings up and hits TP, I'll pull out. So there you go. It's pushing up right there. There it goes. It swings up. All right. Yeah, it's just market's just moving weird, guys. So you can see right there, it's just bouncing around. But I'm watching my my chart over here. So like when it does swing up to like that point, I'm just gonna manually close it out. Because like I mentioned, I use a mental stop loss. I use a mental TP as well. I just have my finger ready on the close button. And then when it pushes up, I just close it out manually. But yeah, I mean, market is just, I mean, it's just bouncing around, guys. It's normal for us. This whole back and forth movement. But, you know, obviously looking at the fundamentals over here, it's still pretty bullish. So that's why I'm not really too worried about holding a buy. Like, guys, there's only one stock that's red. It's impossible for it to really drop that much. If it's to drop, it'll drop slightly, but it's not really going to drop like heavily, right? Eventually it'll just swing back up. Like Amex is a negative, not even a point, it's negative 0.2 points. And then looking at the actual daily volume right there, you know, it's up 236 points right now. So just keep that in mind if you guys are worried about this trade. Roland said, I got out in profit. That was a ride. Yeah, no, exactly. I think most of you guys pulled out in profit already. I was going to pull out in profit too, but I was just waiting for it to swing. So there we go. As it goes back up. So we got that coming right there. Go over to the 3-minute. I mean, if you guys aren't comfortable with the trade, just pull out in profit. There's no reason for you guys to hold on to it, right? If you guys are really nervous and you guys aren't ready to be holding trades like this, then just pull out in profit. There's no need for you to hold on. Like once it goes back into profit, just pull out. You know, if you're scared, then pull out, because you know you're stressing yourself out isn't really worth the profit off this 1-minute trade. Maybe if you're on a bigger trade, yeah, but for this 1 minute here, you know, it's literally on entry point. So if you guys are nervous and don't feel comfortable holding a position like this because you guys aren't used to taking trades like this, then once it shoots in a profit, just pull out in profit. Right? There's no need for you to shoot there. It's only off by like, let's see, I think Roland pulled off here at the high. So it was only off by like maybe 30 pips, like barely anything. So if you guys want to close it when it shoots up, feel free. If not, hang on to it. But overall, I think it's going to keep pushing up. Obviously, looking at the fundamentals here, it's pretty bullish. Looking at the technicals here, it's obviously bullish. You know, it's bullish on the 10 minutes, bullish on the 3 minutes, bullish on the 1 minute. It's bullish all around. So just you know, just keep that in mind. Yep, MT4 is frozen on mine too, guys. So just yeah, you know, now that MT4 is kind of screwed up like that, I'm probably gonna pull out myself. Once it shoots up back in profit, I'm just gonna, my MT4 is frozen. Okay, let me try to, yeah, my MT4 is frozen too, guys. Oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst feeling when your MT4 goes frozen during like market conditions like this. Damn, this thing is really frozen right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go and set a TP if I can. Mark my MT4 is literally frozen. All right, whatever. I guess we're in for a ride until the MT4 comes back. Yeah, I wouldn't enter right now, Kimberly. Kimberly's asking. Oh, there. So you can see mine's back online too. MT4 is freaking weird, guys. That's why I really don't like using MT4, but we don't really have a choice. So let me see. Trying to figure out where would my exit be. Roman, yeah, mine's back on too. So you can hear on my screen, like if you hear that little boing noise, that means, or the ring noise, that means that it's back on. When it's a boing noise, it's like off. Roman's asking what's better, MT4, MT5. I personally don't like either of them, but um, I mean, if I had a choice, well, I mean, they're the same thing. Roman MT5 is obviously newer, but I mean, you're gonna have the same issues for either broker or either platform. So I'm just gonna set a TP so that when it pushes back up, you can hear my MT4. It's going in and out. It just keeps connecting, reconnecting. With the market like this, I really don't want to mess with it. So I'm just gonna set a TP so that I can pull out if necessary. Because obviously I don't want to get caught in slippage. Slippage is like the worst thing. So let me just see this real quick. Or 347. Oh, 347. So. All right. All right. So I have mine set to, I mean, it's just going to pull me out as soon as it goes back up. So I have my TP set like somewhere around this area over here. So it'll just pull me out when I get, whenever it swings back up. I'm just not really trying to mess with it because if my MT4 freezes again, I'll be able to manually close it, right? So I'll be, I mean, I'll keep watching it, but right now the market is very, very risky. So if you guys decide to take any other trades, I recommend using a smaller lot size or, damn man, this thing's freaking all over the place. Yeah, my MT4 is like constantly going in and out of connection. So I set an actual TP slightly above so that I can pull out if necessary. Let's check this real quick. Yeah, this market's kind of trippy right now. Let me check this real quick. Sisu said to check FTMO calendar. Is it restricted right now, Sisu? Let me check the calendar real quick to see what we're. But yeah, looking at the fundamentals over here, it's still pretty bullish. For the most part, I should have pulled out earlier with Roland when he got out. The market right now is just, yeah, it's just too, it's just bouncing around like way too much, guys. So what I do recommend is when you guys get an option, well, I already told you guys, I put a TP above so I can just pull out when my MT4 is frozen again. Damn, I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, looks like a lot of these are like, it just keeps freezing up on me. So what I recommend, guys, is pull out and profit when you can. I should just pull out earlier. The market is definitely, I don't know if it's the market, because it looks like it's kind of frozen here on TradingView as well. But yeah, I think there's just too much going on in the market. It's causing the market to bounce around from this point. All right. Yeah, and I'm still following along. I'm following along, but yeah, my thing keeps going in and out. I don't know if you guys are having the same issue where it goes in and out of connection, but I am now I pulled out of mine short scene. I just pulled out of mine once you reach the 500 pips because this thing keeps freezing on me. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this over here. Yeah, guys, like this happens every once in a while. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. Like you guys have seen last time we were on, I don't know the last time it happened, but it did happen before. I just pulled out for loss around the top end because I'm not really trying to get caught in slippage. If you get caught in slippage, then you can easily lose your account because you can go past your daily loss. So I just pulled out. I took a small loss off it. Pretty much gave back some of my profit from today. But I still think it's going to swing back up eventually. It's just going to take some time. So if you guys want to hold on to it, feel free. But if your FT4 keeps freezing on you, I would recommend just closing out for a loss or for a small profit, because like you don't want to get caught in slip. That's the main thing. If you get caught in slippage and then you can't exit later, like say you try to exit and it says can't connect or connection failure, then you're going to get screwed by FTMO, because they're going to be like, oh, well, you passed your daily loss, and they don't really budge on it. So depending on your risk, if you guys took proper risk and you guys can eat, the drawdown, then that's fine, because it's starting to shift back up, and it's supposed to shift back up. It's just, with how the market's moving right now, it's just, for me, I have to pull out. Kirsten said it's because I'm around. I always bring bad luck to everyone. No, you're fine, Kirsten. It's the market yeah, David said yes, it's happening here too, and it's preventing from closing trades. Yeah, guys. So when this happens in the market, because there's a lot of volatility, it's hard for the broker to execute trades. So what I recommend, just like I said, if you guys want to hold on to it, if you use a small lot size like I recommended before we enter the trade, then you can hold on to it. If not, then I recommend either closing in profit lightly if you can, or if you're like in a small loss, I would just eat the loss, because I wouldn't want to risk losing the FTMO just because of like how the market's moving right now. So let me just check real quick. Yeah, so let's see. Nick said that natural gas storage is restricted. I think it's only restricted for certain let me see. Look at the calendar right now. Yeah, it is restricted, but it hasn't happened yet. So just keep in mind that there's a restriction coming up for FTMO. It's a natural gas news. It's going to be in about 20 minutes or so. Yeah, it's 7:30. So this is going to be restricted news right here. It happens in about 15 minutes. So if you're going to be holding on to a trade, you can't close out of the trade around that time. I think you have to wait maybe about a few minutes before or after. Yeah, obviously I think I'm done for the day too. I ate the loss, but I'm still in profit. So, and it's probably going to swing back up. If it swings back up, that's perfectly fine. That's what we were anticipating. But yeah, I think if the market keeps moving like this and my MT4 just keeps freezing, I'm just going to call it a day, because it's I don't want to get caught in any trades and get stuck. So let's see, Dave yeah. So Dave pulled out of his trade right there, and yeah, my MT4 is still frozen. Let me see if I can pull it back up. It just keeps saying connection failure. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys are getting the same thing on your end, but yeah, it's weird. So you can see right here, it's starting to shift back up. So if you guys are still in the trade, like I mentioned, it's going to swing back up eventually. It's going to be a matter of time, but it's going to swing back up. But yeah, unfortunately for me, I just had to pull out because I don't want to risk getting caught in the trade. Short Scene's asking what percentage you lost in the last trade. I lost about 3% off that one. Short Scene, because I get like I try to close it out, and then it actually closed me out late. So I was trying to close out around like the top area, like around here, but then it closed out when it came down here. So if I closed out where I was supposed to, it would have been like about less than 3%, or yeah, it'd be less than 3%, obviously like 1 or 2%. But as it dropped down here, this is where it actually closed me out. So yeah, unfortunately, I pretty much threw away a lot of my profits from the breakout entry. So it was a little less than 3% short scene, but it was around that area. But yeah, if you guys are still holding on to it, it's probably going to come back up. Looking at the fundamentals here, it's still still pushing. I mean, it's still pretty green. But yeah, that's why I had to pull out of my trade, guys, because on FTMO, you can lose 5% a day. So I was, once it got close to 3% mark, I was like, I'm not going to risk it. I'll just pull out. And, as we speak, it's starting to shoot around. So yeah, shorts, lost about 3%, like a little less than 3%, not necessarily over it, because I wanted to be sure I'd be within my bounds. But I also won the breakout entry. So I was already up 3%. So I technically didn't really lose much overall. It's just, it was 3% off that one right there, or a little less than it, maybe like 2.75%, because it closed out late. I was trying to close out around 1 to 2%, but obviously it closed out later than it was supposed to. Yeah, Joey said call it a day. Yeah, no, if your guys' MT4 is acting up, guys, I would recommend just calling it a day too, because the last thing you want to do is get near your limits. And yeah, Joey, that's why I closed that way before, like how I was just explaining the short scene. Because the thing is, if you let it run to your stop loss and it's too volatile, you might run into slippage. Where if you guys aren't familiar with slippage, it's like where price passes your stop loss. Like for example, here, say your stop loss was, like for me, I was trying to close out up here, right? So I try to close my position right here. But what happened is price moved too fast. So it was slippage. It went right through it and then it closed down here. And I ended up losing more than I wanted to. But it was fine because my max loss was down here. So for the day, I could lose up to here. That's why I closed up here, because I don't want to risk it dropping even further. And then I end up losing more. Joey said call it a day. Yeah, no, I'm done for the day too, guys, because MT4 is acting up. I'm not going to risk it because I'm already down like a little less than 3%, which is about break even, because I made 3% off the first win that we made over here for the breakout. But pip wise, it pretty much just covers like whatever I made today. So unfortunately today, like basically just didn't count for me. Yeah, Joey said, I couldn't do anything. I was at the mercy of MT4. Yeah, no, same here, Joey. I'm just glad I pulled out mine. But yeah, if you guys are still in the trade, my recommendation is, as it swings up, pull out as soon as possible, as soon as it gets into profit. Because the last thing you want to do is get caught in trade and then not know what to do from there. So you can see from this point, you can see how it's bouncing around the area. Yeah, the entry was over here. So if it comes back up to this point, which it probably will, then I would recommend just closing it out. But yeah, I think I'm done for the day, and I think I'm going to get offline, because if I stay on, I know I'm going to be tempted to hop into more trades, which is, I mean, I'm already, I'm still in profit for the day, so I'm not trying to lose anything else and go into the negative, because, the worst feeling is when you made a lot of profit in the beginning of the session and then you throw it all away because you keep revenge trading. So just keep that in mind, guys. What I recommend is, if you guys can pull out, we're going to call the loss at around this area over here at the 500 mark where I pulled out, because what happened was I tried to pull out right here. Like I mentioned, I tried to pull out right here. But what happened was slippage came down and actually got closed out down here. So I got closed out at about 500 pips, which is not bad, because we made 500 pips off this, off of this breakout entry right here. So if you guys took the breakout entry and then you took this trade over here, you might have just balanced out your trade. So you probably just lost your win from earlier. But as long as you're in profit, that's all that really matters, right? You guys don't want to close out in negative. You want to close out net positive for the day, and move on and trade tomorrow. So, all right, guys, I think I'm done for the day. If I hold off, I mean, if I stay on, I know I'm going to try to take some more trades, which I don't want to take more trades right now. So I'm going to log off for now. If you guys have questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram. But I'm pretty much going to close up shop for maybe until Asia session, because I definitely don't want to risk any more than I need to. So other than that, guys, I will probably catch you guys tomorrow morning as we close out the trading week. Joey said mine actually hit that low and close on the pullback. Damn. Yeah, Joey, that happens sometimes, especially during very volatile markets like today. So yeah, guys, if you guys have questions, reach out on Telegram. Otherwise, I'm done for trading for the New York session, and I'll probably hop back on during Asia once like all this crazy movement's like all done with. Because of this, it's crazy, right? Everything here is green, but it's starting to drop slightly for a small little pullback, but eventually it'll probably just slingshot all the way back up. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you guys in the Telegram, and then I'll see you guys in the live session if I don't see you guys later today. Yeah, no, Goldie said it all froze. Yeah, so yeah, good luck, guys, if you guys are still in the trade. But like I mentioned, I'm gonna log off, and then I'm just gonna go find something else to do until Asia session, and I'll probably trade again later.